Welcome to another edition of In the Weeds with Ikard and Lehman, presented by Riverwind Casino. Riverwind is Oklahoma City's premier casino experience, and there are so many reasons why Riverwind is consistently voted OKC's #1 casino, but it all starts with their amazing variety of gaming thrills and excitement. Riverwind's beautiful award-winning environment plays host to more than 2,800 of the latest electronic games with a huge selection of table games, including blackjack match roulette, and Teddy's favorite, craps. No matter what your game, Riverwind has it in spades and hearts. And to learn more about their gaming promotions and entertainment options, please visit riverwind.com. Riverwind Casino, simply the best. Now, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like the videos. I'm told all of this helps. Ted, I don't know why. It's the algorithm, right? That's what I'm told.
That's right. That's right.
So help us out, subscribe, like it. And if you really like these, you can go ahead and show your appreciation with what is called a super thanks down that way. Ted, when we decided to start doing these videos, our main goals were to educate more OU football fans about what's going on in the field. And we really wanted to highlight positive plays. And I know that everyone's upset about the Kansas game and how that one ended up, but I think it's important that we point out some of the positive because it wasn't all terrible. There was a lot of good on the tape.
A lot of good.
And we've picked out a couple plays that I think are good to educate the fans, and also some really good plays.
Yeah. I think it's important. You know, there's a lot of good stuff going on out there. You know, you've got usually 150 or more plays going on. Usually teams have 12 drives apiece. There's a lot of good football happening, even whenever it feels like everything is bad. So we got some good plays. I'm excited about these. It's good stuff.
Okay, so we're going to start with a 28-yard gain for Tawee Walker on what I call one-back power. This is a sub version of power. It is a nickel run. When I was with the Cleveland Browns, we called it punch, right? Power punch. It was sub power, sub one-back power. And so I think this is the best place to start when it comes to teaching you guys what's going on here. So Kansas's base defense is nickel defense. So what that means is this guy right here is what is known as the nickel Sam. So we're going to label him NS. That makes this guy to the strength. That is the Mike linebacker. And this player right here is the Will. So in this one back power concept, here are what the responsibilities look like.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Nickel Mike Sam, or nickel Mike Will, rather. That doesn't matter what the guys play. Like, for instance, you call it about how the team lines up, not by what the players play on the roster.
Correct. So
just so people know how that goes. Like,
the mic is not always the mic.
Correct. It's how you guys count it and line, or block it.
Correct. You're working to the mic. If that's not their normal mic linebacker, no problem.
That's right. Yes.
It's the position, not the player.
Correct.
How about that?
Yes.
So
people know that, because that is, I think there may be a tendency to tie those guys to what they are on the roster.
No, that's a good point. So in this concept, Tyler Guyton and Austin Stogner are going to do what is known as a tray block between, so tackle and tight end. So T ends in Y, tray. But that is a gap scheme combination between a tackle and a tight end. Tray. They're going to tray the defensive end all the way back to this Will linebacker. McCade Matoyer is going to block down on this defensive tackle. Andrew Rame is going to block back on this defensive tackle. Jacob Sexton at the left tackle spot is going to use a technique known as reach and hinge. So he secures that gap and then hinges back to the edge defender. And then Caden Green is going to pull around, tied off the double team to the Mike backer. Now, what is interesting about all of this is it appears that there is an RPO component to this play. So pay attention to the top of the screen, right? Now that nickel Sam, he's way out there, right? So Dylan Gabriel is typically, you see how he's looking at that nickel Sam initially. If he's getting 2 over 2 and he likes the matchup outside, a lot of the time he's going to throw that bubble to Drake Stoops.
Mm-hmm.
Now here, there's so much space. I think Dylan Gabriel makes the proper decision and he hands it off. So the key blocks on this play, I believe the key block is that tray block between Stogner and Guyton here. So watch the movement that they get at the point of attack. And this, the way that they cave it all the way down, it creates a ton of space. And that allows Caden Green to come all the way around. He gets his guy pinned inside, and Tawee Walker does a tremendous job of staying tight, setting Caden Green's block up, and then using that space. But the space that you see, right, the space that you see right on the screen, is it a product of Caden Green's pull and his block here? Yes. But this right here, it's a product of multiple things. Mainly the movement that Stogner and Guyton got on the tray block. But also Dylan Gabriel using his eyes, looking at that nickel Sam, maybe making him feel that threat of, hey, they're about to throw the bubble outside. Right? That all works together. But the tray block, in my opinion, in my offensive line opinion, of course, is the key there. And that's where the space comes from. Now, Tawee Walker does a tremendous job. Watch how tight he hugs this. And that the Sam doesn't even get a hand on him because there's so much space. He does a great job open field. And just, he does what he does, right? He finishes runs with physicality. What do you think Stogner say to him right there? Hey, you saw how awesome that tray block to the wheel was, right?
Which it was. That's one of the things, like, you know, when you talked about it, you drew it on there, he goes right up to him and captures him, you know, because that guy is, he's supposed to track that guard and be, you know, and depending how he should actually stay backside of Stogner like he does, but you know, it's still a good job getting up there to that next level. And the other thing that I like about Tawee is he's got to come tight. And you have the same thing at linebacker at times. You have to, whenever you're spilling another block that's coming, watch where he's aiming. He's aiming on the inside hip of Caden Green because he knows it's going to wash down. You see, that's how he stays so tight. If he goes to where he is at that moment, there's going to be some space there.
So this is something, if you guys listen to the radio broadcast, this is something you will hear Teddy and I talk about quite a bit. Making the free hit or miss at the running back position. In this concept, right, that nickel Sam is the free hitter. He is unaccounted for in the blocking scheme. That is the running back's guy. In a lot of playbooks, you'll see that guy will have a star on him. And it means, hey, running back, that's your job to make that guy miss.
Be ready for it. Like,
be ready for it. No one's blocking him.
Right.
And Tawee Walker, not only does he make a miss, the guy doesn't even touch him, which is a product of a really nice job on the front side of this play. And you mentioned Stogner. One of the smartest parts about this play, right here, he lets go.
Mm-hmm.
That ref is staring right at him. And right here, could have grabbed him, let him go. That's smart. And another smart play right here. Farouk.
Yep.
He's got every opportunity to blast this guy straight in the back. Pulls off, veteran play. Tawee makes a miss anyways. Drake Stoops, of course, battering ramming his way there at the end. But it's a really well executed play. Good gap scheme run, good double team on the front side, good wash, good pull, good setup by the running back. And it's a 28-yard game.
Even Dylan Gabriel getting a half a piece of a block just by the eyes and, the throwing motion of that RPO.
Look at him staring straight into the nickel Sam's soul, Ted.
Yep. That's right.
He
widens that path just enough. That's when they say it's a game of inches, that's what we're talking about. It's inches.
It's just a really well executed play. And I just think it's important to point those types of plays out coming off the disappointment of Saturday. All right, another exciting play on to the defensive side. So can I give my offensive flair on this before you go super deep on defense?
Please.
And it's really just to say one word, and that word is dump. This is what has always been known to me, at least, as a dump screen. So you've got slow halfback screens where the halfback starting in the backfield, he comes and kind of hides and then gets out. You got three guys getting out on the screen. This is what is known as a dump screen, and it happens out on the edge, right? So this is Devin Neal. He's a very good football player. I think OU fans know that by now. But his job here is to basically influence Ethan Downs by showing pass book, get him to run up the field, and then pivot inside for the dump, right? And they just dump it right to him. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's called the dump screen. And in the dump screen concept, normally in screen game, you're not going to see a lot of tackles getting out on screen game. In typical screen game, tackles are inviting defensive ends to rush up the field, right, to create that space to throw the screen in behind it. In the dump, the tackle is, hey, push them and go. Basically, set, throw, go. And the first guy out on all screen game, including dump screen, you are set, throw, and go, and then you are flat down the line, looking down the line for a defender. And usually it's for a cover two corner. Because if you throw a screen into a cover two corner, it doesn't go well, typically. So you'll see this tackle from Kansas. His eyes, he will look straight flat down the line because he's well coached. The second guy out in the screen, right? Set, throw, go. He has what is known as the alley, right? That is basically this area of the field. That's the alley. So in this one, they only get two guys out. Typically in screen game, you get three guys out. You have your first guy out who's flat down the line. You have your second guy out who gets the alley. And then your third guy is known as the rat killer. And that is the third guy out. Rat kill usually involves some defensive tackle or someone working back this way, and the rat killer will set, throw, and go and come and peel back. Now, you have to be very smart with that in today's day and age of college football to not blow a guy up and get penalized. So the rat kill game has taken a blow with the new rules. But
the rat shielder now.
Yes, you want to shield. You want to be a rat shield. Is that a good enough explanation of what Kansas is trying to accomplish on this screen?
Yep. It is. And so it's a screen off of light term protection, right? They're all just going to go away from the back, and the back's going to block the backside guy, right?
Yeah. And just hope he's stupid enough to rush up the field and he can turn around and catch the screen.
Now, it's a good play here, but what's interesting is I don't think it was very smart by Kansas. Kansas will put the running back right there in that spot, and they'll run like shovel pass to him, That's an active player. So whenever you line up like that, Ethan Downs, his antenna is already up. He knows that he is an active player and not just going to be a check down guy, not just going to be someone that just gets a chip on him and releases. They can run stuff to him. I don't know if they saw this screen on there, but I know they've run shovel pass and stuff to him out of that spot. So he does an awesome job. He comes off the ball, gets up the field, and then, the tendency here is, oh my God, I got a free shot at the quarterback. See, Woody Washington's blitzing. He's not used to blitzing and coming free. He's the one that thinks he's got the free shot on the quarterback, which, is
That's
great.
actually Kenai Walker. How about that?
Oh, is it? Okay. Kenai Walker. Which you still got to pressure the quarterback on the screen so everyone can't turn around. But it's awesome by Ethan Downs, and I think it's all pre-snap for him. What's really cool is you go all the way back to the very beginning of the play and the setup. This is an awesome play. This is a zone blitz, 4 under, 2 deep. So you see the safeties are kick into 2 deep. The backers are tough. They're showing blitz to the strong side, right? And then both backers have to get out. The inside, who is that? Is that, I can't tell if that's Canick. It should be Canick. On the bird is going to go through number 3 to 2. He's going to go to 3. Yeah, right there. Perfect. And they're going to push through, and you're going to have everyone D'd up. You're going to be over and under over there on the other side too so you are technically throwing this to a rolled up corner. He just started at safety. So it's pretty cool stuff with what we're doing on defense, because I think that's Key Lawrence standing on the 0 of the 40. That's technically a rolled up corner. So pretty cool stuff.
My biggest compliment I can pay to Ethan Downs on this play is he wasn't, I agree, it wasn't a great call. He didn't allow the moment to cloud his judgment.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I gotta go
3rd and
make
10.
the big play. Yeah, the
it's
big sack.
3rd and 10. I'm gonna go get the sack that wins us the game. Why is this running back blocking me? Why is he here? They're in empty. It's 3rd and 10 with 2:40 to go in the 4th quarter. They're in empty. Why is this running back touching me?
Yep.
Everything about this is weird. When it's all weird, stop.
It is weird. When it's all weird, it is weird.
And
but it's great. It's like, typically, you're going to get blocked by a back in that position, and you're a big defensive end. It's sack time. Here we come. I'm going to destroy this guy.
This is maybe my favorite part of this play. So you see 77 right there, right tackle, looking down the line flat because he's the first guy out on the screen. Watch the moment he realizes, oh no. Oh, wait, they caught it. Oh no. He's looking back. Wait, why is he there? Oh no.
He may have knew it was bad whenever the corner he was going to block, he saw it was blitzing. He's like, well, there's a chance this may not go as planned.
And then Ethan Downs, the pride of Weatherford, not easy to get on the ground. He's still got it. I think he played some tight end in high school.
He's thinking, all right, I'll just go score with this thing.
I thought he was going to for a second. Anything else on what we thought was the game sealing interception?
Well,
not to bring it up. It's a tremendous play by Ethan Downs.
It's awesome. It's film review. It's noticing the small things, understanding the formation, and frankly, just doing your job. I mean, this isn't like it's not like a super hard concept. He's coached this. Like, this isn't like an instinct thing. He's been coached this on a slip screen. This is how you play it, right? So these are the scenarios you go over, and oftentimes your technique and what you're supposed to do on a play often goes counter to what your instinct is telling you. If everyone on the field just followed their instinct all the time, it'd be controlled chaos, and you'd give up plays left and right, up and down the field. You have to learn how to get rid of all of the feelings and and what you want to do and the statistics and do your job. We throw that out there a lot because it's true. Just go out there and do your job. And this is Ethan Downs doing his job, and the ball's going to find you, right? If you continue to do the things that you're supposed to do, good plays are going to happen.
One last thing I want to point out, and I know that this didn't end up sealing the game the way that we all wanted it to, right? But if he doesn't make this play, maybe a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, they couldn't get him on the ground all day long.
Nope.
So that half field safety that's back there, good luck.
Yeah.
The reason I point that out is just to reemphasize what a smart football play it was. Because if he doesn't do it and they're able to dump it to Neal right there, that dude is off and running.
Yeah, because remember, both backers are pushing really hard all the way to the other side because they've got to get out to number 2, through 3 to 2, and from the backside all the way to carry the number 3 vertical.
Yeah,
so
look at the inside backers fly out of there. They're out of the equation. I mean, you look, if Neal catches that, I don't know how big of a gain it is, Ted, but it's a big one.
Yeah, it is.
You got anything else on it?
Good job, Ethan Downs. Awesome
Other than
play.
watching Ethan Downs just move the pile. Look at that. Look at PJ getting in there. Nice job, PJ.
Good stuff.
All right. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you really like this, you can show your appreciation down. I think it's that way. It's that way. I wish they would have won, but some good stuff. Hope you guys learned something, and we'll see you next time.